Hello, hello, hello. Can you listen to me? Am I audible to you all? Are you guys scared? This is one of the busiest, easiest issues. Hello everyone, how are you? Can you listen to me? Hello, am I audible to you all?
Yeah, we can listen.
Okay, so you're sharing your screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see. I can see.
Okay, thank you so much. What about Madam Arima, Mr. Mustafiz? Madam Alima, can you see and listen my words?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Oh, thank you so much. Madam Alima, can you listen to me? You have not responded yet. Madam Alima, are you there? Okay, so let us first recap our first class. I believe you are not too much scared. Are you scared actually? Tell me very frankly. If you have any questions so far, yeah, I believe you have attended two of my free classes. So do you feel any uncomfortable that this subject is actually not for me, and maybe I am not the right person to deal with this thing? Do you have anything inside your mind or not? Please tell me very frankly. Okay, Mr. Akash Palak, you want to say anything?
No, actually, I mean, nothing like that. Just kind of like this subject feels like it's new. Uh,
Yeah,
Especially
it's
your. I saw your last class slides, class one slides, and there was like something subnetting.
yeah.
So
Uh,
I feel
uh,
like I'm in there.
yeah, I do
So
understand that. Okay,
yeah.
it may seem that that these things are very difficult, but I'm telling you for some being that it's at first it might seem very difficult, but actually it is not. Okay, let me tell you very frankly. I'll be teaching you only those things. Remember, I'll be teaching you only those things. Those are necessary for getting your jobs and to achieve your professionalism. And I'll not actually bother you all those computer science theories and other things. Those are not actually necessary for your interview sessions. For example, in the previous class, if you could remember me properly, that I told you about the subnettings. Yes, and also I showed you number of subnetting issues, how actually these things happens or not. But do you know what actually the uh, behind the story of this subnetting and all these things? I Hello, can you listen to me? Is it okay?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can listen.
Oh, okay, madam.
Yeah.
Madam, okay. So I told you that, yeah, for example, you see that we write in word 192. We write the word 192, and this is actually our own words, okay? But this word is, if I write this thing in machine language, how machine will actually understand this word, okay? So I told you that it is 1 0 0, sorry, 1 0, and the first 1 0 0, something like that. So these machine words, these are actually the machine words I told you in the previous classes. And this is the computer word that the normal a normal person can understand this thing. So as our computer, normal person can understand this thing, this 192. So not this one, right? How to convert this thing from 192 to this thing, okay? How to convert this thing from these things? how to do that. I did not teach you this thing. Did you remember? I did not teach you these things because I understand that this thing is not necessary for your interview sessions because as an cybersecurity analyst, you will be asked with a lot of tools, like what are the tools you will be using to do for hacking, or what are the tools you will be used for to protect yourself, okay, to protect our systems. So those kind of questions will be actually asked, okay. So that's why I told you that use your internet sessions, use your web browser or anything, just to convert your just normal decimal number and convert it to this binary number. That means the machine number. The word is well understood by the machines and computers. Okay, that's it. So don't get scared. I'll make things very easy for you, and I'll teach you only those necessary things that is going to help you during your interview session. And I'll also assist you how to answer skillfully so that you don't fail in your interview sessions. Okay? Remember this thing. Don't get scared. This is one of the easiest thing, I should say, because if you just think about the software developers, the programmers, what they do. So they just develop a lot of codes, lot of jargons, lot of things, and you may not feel comfortable with all those things. But with cybersecurity, you need very simple things, very simple, some flaws. It is less just like what should I say? Just you develop your house, okay? Uh, what is the most toughest job for the house building, architecture, or interior design? What do you think? Tell me. Mr. Hafiz, could you listen my previous conversation? Hello, Mr. Hafiz, can you listen to me?
I listen to you.
Okay. Could you catch my previous
No,
conversation?
just a enter
Oh, okay,
interface.
okay. Mr. Farooq, could you grasp my previous lecture? I just said something before.
About what? About the interior design or about the whole design?
Okay. I'm telling you once again. Okay, consider you're developing your house. Okay. So okay, let's draw something. I'm very poor in drawing, so please bear with me at that. So you're developing your house. Okay, it's a village house, right? So this is your door, this is your window. Okay. Sorry for my drawings. Okay, so if I tell you, for example, Mr. Farooq, if I tell
Yeah.
you to draw this house, to develop a house, so there are a lot of people involved in this process. Someone is civil engineer, they are actually the engineers, they develop the house. Some are interior designers. So uh, what part you think is the most difficult part? The engineers, civil engineers, or the interior designers? Which
I think
part is the, yeah?
is a interior designer has a difficult part because he can do the electrical side or plumbing side. Also, he can do the room side
Okay.
or kitchen side.
Okay, what about the security aspect? Security?
Security aspect, yeah, he has to do the door side or all the lock side
But
and
in comparatively, if you consider all this part, that the first portion is that the civil engineering, second portion is the designing, and the third portion the security. You give your marks basing on this situation. Which one is the toughest job you think?
I think is security. You can do it all the after the developing everything is done, and then the security always you have to do the security. So I think is security is most important.
Oh, that's important. That I understand. It is important. But what is the most challenging task? Well, I want to say the difficult part. Could you get my essence?
No.
I want to say that in these three jobs, the civil engineering, the engineering part, second is the designing part, okay, and the third security. Which job is needs more merit, more intellect to develop?
I
I'm
think it's the
sure.
civil
Yes, civil
engineer can
engineering.
do it
Yes,
because if
because
it's
this
the
is the
building is
engineering
not,
part. Yes, exactly.
yes.
So, Madam Aklima, can you listen to me now? Okay, she's not responding. Okay, Mr. Palit, could you listen to me? Do
Yeah,
you
I can
agree with
hear
the
you.
point? Okay,
I can hear you.
okay. So, the most critical, most intellect part lies with this civil engineering part. Okay, this civil engineering part. This is the most critical part. But as Mr. Farooq said, that the security, this is the most important part. So actually you're doing this most important part. Okay, I am leaving aside this civil engineering part and the designer part. I'm only concerned with these security parts. So to protect your house, actually what you need to do, you need to see the locks of your house are closed or not, the windows are shut properly or not, the chimneys of your house, those are well protected or not. Okay, so all those security aspects are actually looked after by the security persons. Okay, and the perimeter security, the fence, okay, the uh, fence actually, is it okay or not? Okay, so lot of things actually you need to discuss, and you need to understand. I'm sorry. So lot of things you need to check. But comparatively, in the world of the IT security, in the IT world, this is the one of the most paid job, and it is simple. That is my only issues. Remember this thing. This is the most simplest thing, because you need to know very few of the things. You see, I told you that the window. I am only concerned about the windows. I'm concerned about the uh, doors. I'm concerned about the chimneys. So like this, in cyber security, I'll be concerned about very few issues. Okay. So what are those few issues? Anyone have any previous idea about this thing? What are the few concerns I'm trying to mention? Anyone previous idea? I believe not. So first, I need to know the system itself, the name of the system, which system you're actually using. Okay, remember this thing, the system, or in the world, in the IT knowledge, in the IT terms, we called the version or banner. Okay, version or banners. Hello. Is there any problem with, hello? Can you listen to me? Is there any problem with the internet? Oh my God.
No, we can hear
So,
you.
okay. So the issue is with the versions in the system, or we can term it as version. Okay. In the world of IT. So you need to know your system, which system you're actually attacking. So what is this system? It is your operating system. Like, are you using Windows, or are you using Mac, or uh, are you using Linux? Okay. So what are the system actually you're using? So that thing we need to know first. Okay. So I believe most of you are using Mac and Windows, right? Anyone else using any other operating system in this class? Anyone using any other operating system? I believe, hello? Can you listen to me? Mr. Hafiz, can you listen to me?
Yeah, I listen to you.
Are you using any other operating system?
No, I just use Mac.
You're using a Mac or Windows?
Mac.
Okay. So that I told that what are the tools I'm actually using? That is the important. That it is important for me to know first. Are you using Windows, Mac, or Linux? So the first step of cybersecurity is to know the system. What is the system actually our target is actually using? Okay. The next thing is that to know a very specific version. Like if you want to download any softwares, you will be observing that, for example, you are using Microsoft Word. Sorry. You're using Microsoft Word. You must be observing that it is written Word 2.3.1, something like that. Have you observed, Mr. Palik? Have you observed those things?
Yeah, we saw in different many apps
Okay.
or many some.
So this portion, this 2.3.1, this is called banner. Okay. In the language of IT. In the language of IT, this 2.3.1 is called the banner. We need to know what is the version or banner. So this is a very important part. This is the second issue I need to know. First, I need to know the operating system or the system the target is using. Second is the banner. And you finished your cybersecurity course. Is it that it sounds funny to you? Hello? You finished your course. So if you know know the target, if you know the banner of the target, you finished hacking. Trust me. Only we need the hackers or the system analyst really need to discover these two informations. Trust me, it is that easy. If I can get these two informations, you may be thinking, oh my God, what is actually telling? That this simple bare words actually can give out so much of things. But in reality, it is. Trust me, it is. Actually, the cybersecurity analysts, what they do, they find out the informations about the systems. Okay. And so, but that these things are actually hidden. These things are actually concealed. But if you are downloading some software from an open source market, those are very much well visible, right? But when you'll be surfing an internet, you may not know, you'll not be able to see what is behind these websites. So I again use the word websites. So I believe many of you know what is websites, right? Every day we are observing a lot of things in the internet. So this is a website like what do you say, Yahoo. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just going through. So this is a website, right? But you see, there are very simple things are going on beside this. Okay, but actually, what is happening? And let me show you the page source. Right click on any page, and here there is a button. You see, inspect. Click here, and you'll see so many codes. Okay, each of these, and you move your mouse and cursor here inside, and you see each of these lines are coded. Let me do it for you. So this is the inside story of each and every website's system. You see, there are a lot of information projected here. Don't worry, you need not to know all these things. Okay, so you see, it is said it is HTML code. Okay, for for the cybersecurity purpose, you don't need to know your HTML code, your JavaScript, nothing. Trust me. Here there will be a lot of lines you see. Some of the lines can be changeable. I'll be changing these lines, and doing that, this website will be crashed. Okay. So you might think that, are we teaching you very bad things? Is it hacking bad things? What do you think? Madam Tasha, what do you think? Do you think hacking is a bad thing?
Sometimes I think it's a bad thing because if
Okay,
we get hacked, then it's a problem.
that's good. But Madam Tasha, you understand, do you know, have you ever been in police or any law enforcement agencies?
No,
Anyone in this classroom? Anybody was in the law enforcement agency? Okay, so I consider it is no. So do you know the most precious uh, the policemen are? The most precious policemen are the persons who knows the thief well. Okay, so if you know how to steal something properly, undetected, you will be a good police. So we are teaching you hacking because we want you to extract, we want you to catch the hackers. That's the real essence. And that's why we call this thing not hacking, we call this thing ethical hacking. You will be uh, uh, listening to this word very frequently. What is hacking and ethical hacking? Hacking and ethical hacking. Okay. So ethical hacking. Ethical, ETH, ethical. Remember this word. Never say hacking. You say ethical hacking. So if somebody asks you, yes, are you a hacker? No, I'm an ethical hacker. Okay, ethical hacking. Ethical. Use this word, ethical hacking. No more hacking from this class. Okay. If anybody asks you anything, yes, who are you? I'm an ethical hacker. So use this word, this very term. Okay. So you are an ethical hacker now. So you are learning hacking because you want to protect your system, your office, your company, your men. Okay. That's why we are here. We are here to train you to catch the hackers and to know your systems. Okay. This point clear?
Yes.
Okay.
yes,
Thank you so much, madam. So remember this thing. I told you earlier that this ethical hacking or whatever you say actually follows these two things I need to know. Just I need to know these systems. Okay. I just need to know these systems. What is he's actually using? Is Windows, Mac, Linux, which system is actually using, and the banner or the version number, which version it is using. Because knowing these two things, there will be thousands of exploit viruses, okay, that will be helping us to crack the system. And to know these things, the name and the versions of the systems, we need to use some special tools. So what are those tools? What are those tools? That is the penetration testing software. Okay, we call it penetration testing softwares. So today we'll be get oriented with one of the penetration testing software, and the name of this penetration testing software worldwide recognized, that is Kali Linux. Okay, basically Kali Linux is an operating system, but actually it is used for penetration testing. It is the heaven of penetration tester. I supplied a video lessons for you to install Kali Linux. I believe you could install it. Is there anybody who could not or
Yes, sir, I
faced any
couldn't.
difficulty? Who is that, Mr. Mamun?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So have you
I couldn't.
installed the, what should I say? The Parsec installations? Could you
No, I
install
couldn't.
parsec?
I couldn't install anything because I couldn't find anything.
Oh my God. It was in the classroom lab, I believe. 1 second, please.
I've been in classroom lab, but it was not showing me anything on there.
The Google Classroom,
Yes.
you was
I
okay.
was in Google Classroom, then I couldn't find anything in my chat.
Oh my God. Okay, don't worry.
I have a problem with Kali too.
Which
Yeah,
one,
I'm
Mr.
also
Hafiz?
getting the classroom in hour ago. Classroom access I get a hour ago.
Okay, okay. Serious concern. But don't bother. Actually, I'll look into the issues because what about others?
Yeah, I have it, but it took a very long time to download it.
Yes, it's a 4 GB. I told you because one thing, get it sure. If you want to use your cybersecurity tools, you need to have a good RAMs. Okay, because what
Yeah,
I
it
actually
does take up a lot of space.
yes, yes, yes. It will take a lot of
Yeah.
space because what we are actually doing, we are actually manning 2 or more issues. Okay, we are manning 2 or more software operating system. Like that, you see, this all are operating system inside. This is a virtual machine, right? In the what is called virtual box. This actually contains 2 or more operating system because what we will be doing. This is an operating system. Okay, so this is the operating system. So I am using a Linux operating system, and through this Linux operating system, I'll be hacking my this Windows operating system. So in the one go, it is using Windows, and also it is also operating another operating system. It's a separate and is a very big operating system. So to do that, you need to have a very good RAM. At least 16 GB RAM. If you have, then you will get good performance. Or otherwise, you will face difficulties, lot of difficulties. I should not say that you will not be able to do it, but you will be able to do it with lot of difficulties. Okay, remember this point. So I don't know why it was not, but I used it in your Google Classroom. There was a fresh links. Yeah, it's a big investment. Okay, no problem. Don't worry. So I'm going through all the process. So no, can you see the screens? For the persons who could not install the Kali Linux and others, please contact me in my WhatsApp number. So I'll open a separate session for you and I'll make your things installed in your computer. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So at first, the person who could not or install the Kali Linux, learn these things. Okay, first you need to install parsec. Okay, there is a so parsec. Okay, download this software.
I
At least
already
you
did
need to download.
Parsec.
Okay, so download this software, and after you downloading this thing, okay, you need to configure your parsec and send me friend request. Then we'll be able to help you with these things. Okay, after this class, please install the parsec. Okay, and
Okay.
through that I will be helping you this thing. Are you went acquainted these things? Parsec. Others,
Yeah,
please
I
go to
have
the
it.
yes. Go through the Google Classroom. There is a link. I supplied that. Download the parsec. Just you need to know nothing else. Just download for Windows. Okay. So it will start downloading. So it has downloaded the parsec. I am just opening my locations. So you'll get something like this. Double click it. Click yes. Click next. Click next. And it will start installing. That's it. Very simple. After that, it will pop up with a login ID and passwords. and I'll be sharing my user ID to you so that you can find me well. Okay. So this is Parsec.
Okay, yeah, we got
So,
the login password section.
okay. So use your user ID, the email address, password, and click login. Okay. So I'm giving mine. And the passwords. Okay. After that, you will be logged in the Parsec screen. Okay. Then the later portion I'll be directing with you. Okay. I'll be with you. I'll be inside your computer and I'll help you install all those operating system and other things. Okay. Sounds fair?
Okay.
Okay. Will you be able to download
Thank you.
Parsec by yourself now, guys? Or who could not
Yes.
install the Kali
Yes,
Linux? Okay. Don't worry.
download
Okay.
the person. Yes.
Because with these things, if you cannot actually struck up anybody, this is a common instruction for all. If you struck up in anywhere, please feel free to communicate with me with my WhatsApp number. Okay, I believe it has been supplied, and we are also attached in the same group, right? CYB 37 group. That is our batch group. So give a message. I will help you. I'll assist you to set up your things. Okay. Do not bother. So what about others? Anyone else could do this thing? Anyone else who could actually set up the Kali Linux? Please be frank and free, because if you hide the fact, actually it will be not useful for us to proceed further, because without the Kali Linux console, actually you will not understand anything. Is it same for everybody?
Yeah, I set it up. I set the Kali Linux.
Okay, Mr. Palit, you could install Kali Linux, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Madam Alima, could you install Kali Linux?
Yeah, I do have it. I installed it yesterday.
Oh, thank you so much. Mr. Farooq, you have not. Mr. Hafiz, could you install Kali Linux?
No, no.
Okay. What about Mr. Mamun? No.
Yeah, I couldn't find it
Oh,
to
okay.
download it.
I'm sorry. Maybe Mr. Mustafiz, Madam Tasha.
Yeah, I
Madam?
used to have the Kali Linux, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I mean, when I try to open the virtual machine, it's just stuck over there.
Okay.
But I actually have it.
Okay. So no problem. Actually, have it. That means you could reach up to this screen.
Yes, I used to do it, but I did an upgrade yesterday, so probably something is messed up. So I can install it again to my virtual machine.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I don't have any problem to install and do this other stuff.
okay, no problem. So I understand that half of you could actually install this Kali Linux. So fine. So I can actually proceed, and those who could not, don't worry. Just see this thing. Today, you need not to bother about a lot of things. I'll be just teaching you very simple, basic things of the Kali Linux, so that you have some orientation idea how it actually is going on. Okay, remember this thing. Kali Linux is actually is well known for its coding-based consoles like this. See, open terminal. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So open your terminal like this. Just right click, open terminal here. Then it will open a DOS like terminals. I believe you're oriented with this sorts of visual. Keep it bigger for you. This sorts of visual, right? Like in our Windows, what we do in our Windows, we say command, okay? In our Windows operating system, there is a command prompt. Okay, it's similar like this. Like, have you seen in Windows? Do you have Windows or Mac OS? So there is a command prompt like this. This is just a black screen. Have you noticed this thing? This screen for the Windows user. Is there any Windows user here or all are Macs?
No, I
I'm
have a
using
window.
Okay, so in Windows, just go to this Windows icon, click and type CMD or command, whatever you say. You'll see, we'll be observing this thing. Okay, you'll be observing this thing. Is it okay? So you just click here. You click here. CMD. So you'll be seeing this kind of windows. Okay, so here what we do, we just write something within our just DOS command, disk operating system command, like this, that. So this is actually text based. This is text based. Windows is actually, we say, GUI or graphical user interface based. Do you understand the difference between this? There is something called GUI, GUI. Anybody have any idea about this thing, GUI? You need to know these terminologies for your successful interview session. Graphical user interface. GUI, GUI. We may say GUI. Why GUI? So you see, everything in Windows, we are just doing this and that. See, just plug and play. Just plug and play. Okay, this is that. You see, the graphical, everything is visual. You can see everything. Okay, but for Linux, nothing is graphical. Everything has to be command prompt like this. You have to use your commands. You have to type something like that. I'm typing PWD, present working directory, where I'm actually working. You type, you say, this is my present working directory. I say, who am I? These are the commands. See, this telling me my actual ID. This is my ID. I'm a hacker. Okay. So like this, the Linux console is actually command based. It use this command console. You have to work with just knowing the codes. You need to know this code. For example, if I make any mistake, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I said in the earlier that this is who am I. So just I made a spelling mistake intentionally. So I said it is who. Okay. Who am, not I. So you see, he said command not found. Who am? He is not actually knowing. Oh, what is you say? Who am? So you need to spell out in the correct fashion. Okay. You need to spell out in a correct fashion what is actually happening here. I'm saying clear screen so that you can understand the clear screen so that you can see. So who am I? You need to give proper wordings here. Okay, you need to write it properly. Then the system will understand this thing. Okay, this is how actually Kali Linux works. Okay, so it is text based, and Windows, Mac, whatever you say, these are graphical. You see everything in graphics. Okay, everything. You can actually touch things. You can just whatever you want to know. Okay, for Windows, if you know who I am, what is it? Is that you say system, you right, and click system information, and you will be observing your names, each and everything. So everything is visual, graphical, okay? But for Kali Linux, it is not. It is Kali Linux, it is actually a text-based. That is the main difference. It might seem boring to you, but I'm telling you, when you will be used to this system, you'll be addicted to this. I spend hours after hours with this console, and I actually love this console. Okay? So you need to know very few things, very few things. I'm telling you once again, you need to know very few things that will actually help you to set up things. And for hacking, I'm telling you once again, for hacking, you need not to master a lot of things. Okay? You need not to master a lot of things. You only need to know those aspects. Those are actually necessary. So let us start doing the things of Kali Linux. Should we start? Or you need some time? What is your suggestion? We set up first, then we proceed? What do you say? Any idea, others? Okay, let's see. Okay, you see the classes, and I will be supplying my PowerPoints to you. Those all will be visually written here. Okay, those all will be in visually written, so you'll not face difficulty following my classes. Okay, so just now I have shown you one command to know in which directory. That means, do you understand directory? For the non-IT guy, I consider all of you as non-IT guys, okay? Don't take it otherwise, because that will assist us to serve you better, okay? So there will be a lot of guys who don't have any IT knowledge. So I'm teaching you in that perspective. So please bear with me, okay? So what I say, what is directory? Its directory is like, Madam Alima, do you go for shopping? Madam Alima? Madam Alima, can you listen to me? Do you go for shopping? Mr. Hafiz, have you gone to any shopping mall?
Yes.
Okay. So in the shopping mall, what you carry? We carry a baskets.
Yeah,
Okay.
basket, sometimes cart.
Yes, baskets. You also carry your money bags. Okay. A lot of things. So
Yeah.
this card system, if you just consider in the world of cybersecurity or the IT knowledge, this is actually your directory. This food cart, okay, where you keep your products here, okay, this is actually your directory. In the IT language, we call this cart directory. Is it understood? Directory is actually that thing that contains, directory is actually that thing that contains all of your products, all of your items inside. So for why we need to know where is your directory? Because, for example, I could hack some system, or I could, I'm working in a system. So what is my role? What is my job? Am I the manager? Am I the salesman? What I am? Salesman? What is the role in my company? So I'm working in a company. I'm the salesman, manager. I am the storekeeper. Storekeeper. So who am I? Okay. Salesman, manager, storekeeper. What am I? What is my positions? What is my job? So these things are very important to know, because when actually you consider yourself, you are inside a shopping mall or super shops, whatever you say. So when you see somebody, or when you get inside of that super mall or shopping malls, so at first you need to know yourself. The security man will be asking, yes, you are in this shopping mall. So are you a respectable guest? Are you our the buyers? You have come here to buy something? You're the manager, you're the storekeeper, or the salesman. Who are you? So you need to identify yourself, or you need to know your status. Correct? Is it understood? Everybody understanding this thing? Mr. Farooq? Madam Alima, did you understand this thing? That if you are inside a shopping mall, okay, so the security guard asked you, yes, you're the buyer, shopkeeper, you're the salesman, manager, or storekeeper. Who are you? So you need to identify yourself. So that thing, actually, I need to know. And that job is actually done by this who am I command. The similar thing. Who am I? Who am I? So it is actually telling me my name. That means this is the actually, I am the admin. I am the root admin here. Okay. And then I am the main man here. So if for some instances, if I was not the admin, okay, so thereby it will be observing some other names, okay. In the course of time, when we'll be going deeper in the cybersecurity process, you will be understanding this thing. So who am I? This command is actually used to know who you are. And I said PWD, present working directory. Present working directory. PWD. PWD. So that stands for the command PWD, that present working directory, meaning I am in which department. Okay. So home, hacker, desktop. For example, in the Windows or in the Mac systems, what you go? We just see, okay. So in our class lesson plans, where it is, okay, we go to F drive, then US jobs, okay, the lesson plans, ethical hacking, class 2. So you see, lot of things are actually, see, have you seen this address bar? Like this? Have you noticed these things? When you just glance through number of files inside your computers, have you seen these things? These things
Yeah,
are happening?
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes,
So
yes. You're
exactly this thing, this is your directory. This is your directory address. Use job, lesson plan, past class, ethical hacking. So like this. So things work like this in similar fashion. So if I go to D drive, okay, so it is another my drives. So I teach preparing viruses. So go for the viruses. So like this, every time if I click here, there is a change. There is a change in the directory sessions, right? Here it will be changed. So likewise, this thing is actually for Linux operating system. It has the directory system like this: home, hacker, desktop, where it is where we are actually located. You see, we are actually inside. This is our desktop. This is the desktop of Linux operating system. So we are inside this operating system. So what we need to know, you see, you create terminal here, right mouse clear, just where you are residing, just click right mouse, then open terminal. Okay, click, and here you get your screen. And you see, I'm typing, make it big for you, PWD, present working directory, where I'm actually working. So it says home, hacker, desktop. So I'm in, this is my home, I'm the hacker, and this is my desktop. Okay? Any confusion understanding this thing so far? Mr. Farooq, did you understand this thing? What I try to mean?
Yeah, I understand. So
Okay. No,
My
please, if
one just says home and my name. Is that okay?
actually what happened, madam, when you will be just typing this thing, the who am I, actually it only shows what is the name you have given while installing this Kali Linux. Okay, while installing this Kali Linux, what was the name you narrated? Okay, that will be actually showed here, because when I install this Kali Linux, this Kali operating system, what I did in the username, I typed hacker. That's why it is showing my name. Okay. If, for instances, if there is another a number of other users, it will be showing their names and numbers. If we had been in a system, okay. For example, we are in a what should I say? In a the networking, it is a number of servers. Okay. For like you are using Gmail. Okay. You are using Gmail. So what will be happening since you are using Gmail? So what happens? There are a number of, you have your email address like Madam Aklima @ gmail.com, right? So basing on the user, what is the username? So you say when you log in, okay, when you log in, it shows your greeting screen. Like I'm showing my Gmail account. So when I will be using that Gmail account, okay, you see, it is showing my ID and email address because I've given my account name. Can you see this screen here? See,
Yeah,
Madam
yeah, I can
Aklima?
see.
So
Yeah, I can see
since
it.
this is my Gmail account, I have given my ID address like this. So it is actually detecting me like this. If it had been another someone's ID address, then it will be detected as such. So like this for Kali Linux, what is actually happening? If you just type the who am I is actually knowing what is the name, user and system name that is you have created. So when I install this Kali Linux, I give my name as hacker. That's why it is showing me I am hacker. Okay, clear? Can I move to the next part? Is
Yeah,
it
sure.
getting boring?
Just one more thing. Like your one does your one also shows that you're using a desktop.
Yes.
But my one doesn't show anything.
Okay, madam, because your one is not actually showing. Maybe what is the reason? Maybe you have observed this thing. Maybe you may be using this terminal, right? See? To share,
Yeah.
yes. So this, observe this icon. This is the icon for root. Maybe you have opened this terminal, right? So if it is there, then it will not work. Okay. So it is actually your root directory. Is it not showing it like that? You mean that? Who am I? Is it not showing like that? Is it like this? Madam Alima, what is this showing?
Yeah, it shows like when I write who am I, it shows home/Alima.
Okay, so you are in the home directory. Okay, understand. So you are in the home. This, for example, you are here. Okay, you write open terminal here. Say, who am I? Who am I? Let me make it bigger for you. Oh, sorry, PWD home slash like this, madam. That is PWD. For who am I? It will always write hacker. But for PWD, it will write home/hacker because you are in the home directory. You are in the home directory. Like I said earlier, in your Windows operating system, what happens? You go, you choose anywhere, okay? Okay, any drive you just move, it will just actually adapt things and it will actually go up on this. Is it clear to you, madam? Could you understand now? Is it okay?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Are you sure? Please don't make, because if you don't understand anything, it will be difficult for you in the next classes, because I will understand that you have understood this thing, and ultimately you'll be harming yourself. Okay, don't keep anything pending inside you. If you have any doubts, any questions, please ask me. I'll clarify. It is my responsibility to make you understand this thing, because without this basic knowledge, we cannot really proceed further. Okay. Now,
Yeah, okay.
so we have learned who am I and PWD, these two commands. So this actually, it helps, it is actually letting us know the name and where we are actually working. So now we want to know what are the files inside of our directory. What are the files? Okay. So we type ls and it will show list of items. So you see, there are, for writing ls, it is actually showing what are the items inside that folder. See, it is saying desktop, document, downloads, music, picture, public, all these things. So let's see. You see, same thing. Desktop, document, downloads, music, pictures, public. So what are the things inside this folder? This command prompt is actually showing me this thing. See, desktop, document, downloads, music, picture, public, template, videos. All those things are inside here in this directory. So anywhere we want to go somewhere else, we want to see what is inside, like this documents directory. There is nothing. Fine. So go to this desktop. Documents, nothing. Actually, it's fresh install. That's when one of things are not here. So like this, when you will be moving through the number of directories, home, computers, so you will be seeing these things. So like this, anywhere in the home directory. So what are the directory things are there? Just you're watching this thing in a visual form. This is called GUI, graphical user interface, this form. But I want to show these things in the common channel, like our the Kali Linux common prompt. So what will be like ls, and it will show the list of directory inside. Okay, so since there is nothing here, that's why it is not showing. See, there is nothing actually here. That's why it is not showing me anything. But had it been in another files or anything, it will be showing through that common channel. Okay, clear so far? Any confusions?
No.
Okay, fine. So we have learned about the ls command. That's list command. What are the things inside? Okay, now we want to go another way. That is
So
we have to
brother,
go the
list
text. Okay, please.
list command. So if it the shows the whole list of inside your, it will show the virtual machine, whatever is got it inside.
Yes,
Is it?
only for that. For example, I'm in the desktop directory. Remember this thing. You need to observe where you are actually. Where you are actually. So I am in the desktop directory. So if I actually I am in other directory. For example, I've just a few seconds ago I've shown that if I am in the home directory. So what is there in the home directory? I need to see in the terminal. So what I will be doing? You just say ls. I can see in visually I can see visually here through these things, okay. But if I want to observe this thing through Kali Linux, through my own visual platform, sorry, this is not clear. So you just type ls. So thereby it is actually in DOS command, that in the text view, it is actually showing what is actually inside my directory. Okay, clear?
Yeah,
See
I
the
got it.
same things. The desktop, document, downloads, music. So what is actually here is actually showing this thing through the list commands. Okay. Now, is it okay? So now
Yeah,
I
it's
want
good.
to go to the desktop directory from here. I don't want to, I'm here in this icon. You see this icon, this tilt icon actually represent that I am inside home directory. This is actually the sign of home directory. So you see, I am in the actually home directory. Now I want to go to the desktop. So what I will do, I'll type cd change directory, and then I'll type the name of the directory, desk top, cd change directory desktop. You see, now it is changed to desktop directory. See, previously it was this signature. Can you see? Any confusion? Please let me know if there is any confusion. Do not go away with your doubts and confusions. Remember this thing. Okay. So this signature means you are in home directory. Now I want to change cd change directory. I'm writing it. Change directory. So is it clear? Change directory. I just changed my directory to desktop. So I said cd desktop. Okay. Now I'm in the desktop directory and I type ls. See, nothing is actually showing now because in the desktop directory, there is actually nothing because this is my desktop. You see, there is no file. That's why it is not showing me anything. Okay. Now I want to create a file. I want to create a file. So what we did in Windows or Linux environment. So I'm going to Windows or my Mac. So what we actually do, I want to create a file inside a desktop. So what we did, we used to create right mouse, then new, then for example, Word or this text document. So we created a file. Okay. So new file has been created. It is that simple, right? Okay. Did you understand the process? I believe it is very, very common process to you all. You can actually do
Yes.
this. Any confusion on this? Madam Alima, could you understand what I actually did? I wanted
Can
to
you show
create.
it again?
Yes. Okay, madam. You see, I'm just clicking right mouse. So this is my desktop. So I'm clicking right mouse and new. And from this new, I am selecting a text document, rich text document. You see. Okay. So I'm clicking right mouse in the mouse, right mouse click. Then this menu comes. From this, I choose to this. Okay, new, then text, then I click. Okay. And when I click and a new file has been created. And I just give any name to these files. Okay. I just give any name to these files and a text file has been created. It is that simple, right? But for Linux, what we just do, We can also do that because it is having similar type of functionalities. But in real world, when you'll be dealing with your exams, or you'll be dealing with your interview sessions, the interviewer would like to know actually what is actually going on. Okay, so they will be asking you the commands. Okay, show me how you can just do that, how we can just really deal with these things. Okay, so to do that, what you will be doing, you'll be writing the command touch, then your file name, TOUCH, touch, and write your file name. So what is it? I want to say Alima, ALIMI. So I want to create a file that will be named as Alima, and click enter. As simple as it is. Now I type ls, the list command, what are there inside our desktop? You see there is Alima. There is a file named Alima. And actually here, see, name Alima. Can you see, madam? It is done. We created a text file and it's blank. Definitely it's blank. We have written nothing here. Okay. So now we want to create, we want to see what is inside our file. Like we have done the graphical part, but if you want to read what is inside that file, so we can type cat. I know this seems very funny to you. There's touch, cat, but that's it is, okay? That's why cat is Kali Linux. But it's fun. There are very few and less commands you need to know, but if you are master on this, you can really deal a lot of things, okay? Anybody having a difficulties understanding this thing? Any confusions?
So if we want to go to the home directory again, what we need to do?
Okay, so oh my God, saved. You just type CD and keep tilde button. You need to specify home, and you're in home. Okay, madam, you're in home. You
Okay,
see,
thank you.
type ls and see, you're in the hacker home directory. Okay, you open terminal here, Control Shift. So you're in the home directory. Okay, so this is
Okay.
how you need to know the link. How I'll go home hacker. Okay, so I'm in the home hacker. Then you type that. So again, I need to go change directory CD, then DES, sorry, desktop. Remember this thing. Kali is quite case sensitive. So the desktop, I said DSK. Maybe if you give it just all capitals, let's see what happens. See, it cannot understand this thing, but you type the same thing. There is one interesting thing that you need not to always type everything. Just click the arrow key in your keyboard, the arrow key, okay? Just arrow key and it will change the previous commands, okay? And down key, it will follow the next command. So I need not to type everything. See, it is just changing. So remember these shortcuts. So for example, in your long sessions of coding, you need to type something. You have typed and you need to type again. You need not to do that once again. Just keep the up arrow key in your keyboard, up arrow key, and it will change the previous commands. So desktop, and click backspace, and I'm typing DESKTOP. So what is the difference between this 1 and 2? Is actually nothing. Here, desktops, these initial, the small letters, and these all initial capitals. That's it. And it will now understand. Now I am the desktop directory, and I type ls see Alima, because in the desktop directory, I have only one file, that is Madam Alima. Madam, is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, it is very simple, trust me. And if I type CLER, clear, then it will clear the screen. Okay, so we have learned what are the commands: pwd, present working directory. We have learned who am I, then actually who am actually working. Then we have learned what is cd, change directory. Okay, then we have learned how to create a file, touch. Okay, and to see the file, what is inside this file, we need to type cat, then ALIMA, Alima. Then it will actually show me the what is actually the file. But there is another also a good way to create a file, and that is called nano. And you will be in the reality, in the real world, you will be using that command nano so much. Okay, because that is actually we use too much for our day-to-day activities when we will be developing viruses. Okay, we will not be actually using the touch and the scat commands, but we'll be using nano. Why? Because nano has a special bit of what should I say, compiler. Okay, it gives a better look, like uh, Mr. Palit. Okay, I type nano, nano Palit .txt. So you see, there is a file name called palit.txt. Now I can type each and everything here. Hi, I am Palit. How are you all? Okay. I typed something and click Ctrl X to get out from this web text browser and type Y. You see, here it is saying everything will be guided by you by Kali Linux. Y. Type Y to say yes, yes. And file name to write palit.txt. Yes. Click enter. Now, if I type ls, you see there is two files now, Alima and Palit. Okay. One thing, when you will be using the nano text editor, this nano, you need to tell what kind of file it is. Since in our case, it is actually a text-based issues. That's why we are typing .txt. But for the cat command, we need not to do this. But actually, cat command, we don't really use. Okay? Clear? So far? And if you want to see what is inside this, see, let me minimize this screen. So here you see in the desktop, earlier it was Alima only. Now it is now Mr. Palit. Double click. See, in the file, there is a name. Hi, I am Palit. How are you all? Have you seen? So Kali Linux has both of the options. You can use it like your Mac or Windows, the graphical user interface, and also you can use it through your command channel. Okay, your this command shells. Okay. Any confusion so far, Mr. Hafiz? Are you understanding this thing?
So
Yes,
cat
sir.
is for the reading.
Yeah, for reading, same thing. If you want to read the what is inside this PalikTX, okay?
What is the inside the files? So
Yes, yes,
what
yes,
is the
yes,
inside?
yes, yes, yes.
I can use the Kali, or if I want
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
open the.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm showing it. That's same thing, right? Just write nano palit.txt. Okay, nano palit.txt. Press enter, and it will open the file. You can read it in the common channel. Okay, clear, Mr. Malik?
Nano and cat is same.
Nano and okay, again Oh no, it's just close the, sorry. Nano and the same, your the file name. Make it bigger for you. Nano, I'm say Alima. There is nothing inside Alima. Hi, I am Alima. Okay. Control X, press Y to save it. Press enter. Now you want to read Palit or Alima, whatever. Nano, Alima. See, it is now showing the file of Alima. And you want to quit, Control X, then Nano, Palit, P-L-I-T. Oh, sorry. Nano, Palit dot txt. See, now I can see what is inside, what is inside that file. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
So for any questions, please. Anyone, any question? Mr. Mustafiz, do you have any question? Are you understanding this thing?
Yes, no question.
Okay. Madam Tasha, any problem?
No.
Okay. So I think things are going fine. So to exit, any exit issue, Control X. Control X. So we have gone out of these things. Now I need to remove one of the folders. So let's do that with Madam Alima. Okay. So to delete a folder, delete a file, whatever things, you write RM Alima and press enter. And to see what is inside this desktop. Okay. What we are going to type, Mr. Mamun? What is inside? Now I need to see what are inside this desktop directory. What are the command I need to type? Mr. Mamun, are you following my class?
Yes, yes. Yes.
So what I need to type now? Anyone else? Mr. Mustafiz? What I need to
Yeah.
type?
What was the question? Sorry.
My question was, I need to see what is inside my desktop. What are the files
So
and
it's gonna be
directories here?
ls.
Excellent, excellent, Mr. Thank you so much. Mr. Mamun, did you understand now? Just you type
Yes,
ls
yes.
list and it will show. See, it is only showing Palit. Earlier time it was showing Alima, right? Why it is not? Because in the previous command I have typed ARM, remove. RM stands for remove. Remove Alima. Now you see, in the actually there is no file of Alima. It's only Palit. So it's clear. Any confusions? Hello.
No.
So okay. Now that's why this RM command is very important. This RM command, this very RM command is very important for you. Because in the world of hackers, these are actually used to actually destroy somebody. If I want to destroy somebody, I use this RM word. And if I use this, it will actually delete each and everything. Okay. And there are also some characters. Okay. Let me clear the screen first. So to clear the screen, what I'll be writing, Madam Alima, how to clear the entire screen?
Clear?
To clear. Yes, CLEAR. It will clear the screen. Okay. So now I need to give privileged account. Remember, for the IT purpose, being the owner is not the only thing. There is also a called user and super user, like this owner and
Hello.
yes, are you understand? Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah. So I have a thing. So so if anyone of you guys who do not have the access in Kali Linux, and if you have the Mac, you can open the terminal and do the same stuff.
Yes,
Because
yes. Kali Linux
yeah.
is same for everybody because it is actually a different operating system.
Yeah,
Kali
so
is not.
if you can open the terminal on your Mac, then you can do and you can follow those stuff in the Mac. You don't have to install the Kali Linux because the Linux needs to perform the penetration testing, but the
Yeah.
regular command you can do it on terminal on the Mac.
Okay. Since I don't have any Mac, I am not actually conversant about Mac systems. I am extremely
No,
sorry about that.
I'm just saying because some of you guys have the Mac, so that's why.
Okay. So if that thing is can be performed through Mac, that's fine. But I don't know. But because we are actually using Linux, Kali Linux, actually that actually contains also other various types of tools. Okay, it is not actually the operating system itself. It has number of tools for hacking and to check what is the penetration testing is going on, how to detect a system, to scan a system like Nmap, lot of other things that I do not need not to explain now because that will confuse and puzzle others. So for your penetration testing, you please install this Kali Linux in a virtual machines. I am not conversant about Mac. Can you, Mr. Mustafa, since you are using Mac, can you really use Nmap scanner in the Mac?
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you want to use those commands for penetration testing, it's not gonna work because the
Yeah,
Mac OS is based on Linux. So the
yes,
normal regular command called cd, ls, or touch or mkdir, those things will work on the Mac terminal. But for the for the penetration testing, you need actually Kali Linux.
exactly, exactly. So, did you understand the points of Mr. Mustafiz? So he said this command prompt, this command system, the command based working system is also present in the Mac. But I said in that case, Mr. Mustafiz, this is also available in our Windows also. We said that in the command. Say this is for
Yeah, it's
Windows.
in the PowerShell. It's in
Yes,
the
PowerShell.
PowerShell.
PowerShell prompt, whatever you say. Same. You can have everything in like this, but you cannot actually have those tools, special tools that I will be using in the very few seconds. Okay. After very few seconds, I will be using those tools and you'll be amazed the quality of the tools. Okay. That tools, that tools will not be available in here or not in the Macs. Okay, that is the actual difference. Okay, so to so far we made files, but did you teach the how to make a folders? So to make folders, okay, so what he did, we just made a text file, just file, but not folders. Okay, I think you understand the difference between files and folders. Like let's see, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is this yellow ones. This is the yellow, what we call folder. And inside this folder, if you go, there is a file. These are files. So we taught you up to this file, how to create these files. But if I want to teach you how to create this folder, what you need to do? Okay, so create folders, we need mk directory, and now type Mustafiz. Okay, and type ls to see what is inside the desktop. You see there is Mustafiz and there is Palid. Observe this thing very carefully. Mr. Hafiz, can you see this my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see, this Mustafiz is written in blue and Palit is written in white. Why it is so? Because Mustafiz is actually now a folder and Palit is actually a file. So let's see in reality. See, here's Mustafiz. It is blue. It's just like a folder. Okay. It opened a folder. It's nothing but a folder. But Palit is actually a text file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the difference. So to create a folder, we use the command mkdir, make directory. Is it understood? Okay. Now I want to delete the directory, Mr. Mustafiz. So what I'll be doing? rm, then the name of the folder, Mustafiz. So will it delete the thing? Let's see. It will not. Why? Because it's a directory. Remember this thing. If we need to delete a folder, directory, or in other sense, we can say directory, then this rm word will not do. But in other cases, we have observed that mere writing rm actually helped, right? Is it okay? Mr. Mamun, are you following my class?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So in earlier times, we said that if I type rm, it is actually deleted the folders, deleted the files. But the folders, if you want to delete, you need to add some extra comments. So rm mustafiz dash r, then it will delete. See, there is no folder. It actually vanished. And we type ls, see, is only palit.txt. Fine. Is it going overhead? Am I going too fast? But believe in me, I'm only teaching you those commands. Those are actually required for you in your day-to-day life. Because Kali Linux, if I actually take a class on Kali, it can actually take 2 months to learn all the commands of Kali Linux. It's a very separate issues. A lot of things can be taught. But I'm actually teaching you only those parts. Those are actually required for your day-to-day life. Okay. So we have done almost everything. We are about to finish our teaching part. Oh, one second, please. Let me maximize and let me clear it. That is, I was trying to tell that the Linux system, there is 2 user in every system also. One, we actually say admin. So in plain language, who is the admin of this page? Who is the admin or who is the owner? Okay. These are not same in the language of IT. In the language of, sorry, I correct my spelling, ADMIN. So in the language of IT, okay, what is say admin? Admin is actually an user, but he's a privileged user. Like, for example, uh, I believe all of you use credit cards, right? Madam Tasha, do you use credit card?
Yes.
Okay. So the credit cards, you will be observing there are a number of powers like platinum, signature. These are number of things are written. So if you're a signature holder, you enjoy more facilities. If you're a platinum user, you are using more facilities. If you're a gold card user, you use like this. Benefits, your benefits in the cards are actually determined by those words. Platinum user, he is a gold user, he is a signature user, like this. So in the world of cybersecurity or in the world of IT, the privilege of the users are also determined. So if I say I am the admin, okay, you have lot of flexibility, that's it. But the supreme command, the most, like President of United States, like this, the supreme command. So that supreme command is actually called super user. Super user. He has everything. He can make anybody admin, or he can make anybody host, anything. Like I'm using this Zoom platform. Anytime I can make somebody admin, host, co-host, like this. The super user is the core man. He can actually change the system also. He has everything authority. Admin for me, for example, Mr. Farooq, we are in the same platform. So I am telling Mr. Farooq, okay, I'll be busy today. Please take my class, or Mr. Farooq, please attend the class, or arrange the class for me. So what we will be doing, so I'm delegating my responsibility to Mr. Farooq. So he, in my absence, Farooq is actually taking the class. But it doesn't mean Farooq can actually teach you something else. I'm teaching you cybersecurity. Farooq will be also teaching you cybersecurity. But I am the admin. I am the super user. I can also teach you the developing JavaScript. Okay, I have the flexibility. I can teach you graphics designing. Okay, so as a super user, I have something special that supersedes all. I have the ultimate authority. So that super user is called root. RTT, root user. So if you are root, you can do each and everything in the language of IT or cybersecurity. Understood this point? This point understood, Mr. Hafiz? Could you understand this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So that point I do mean that if I am saying I am the admin, doesn't mean anything at all for the Kali Linux. You need to be super user, and that is root. Okay, remember this word, root. So right now I'm using as an admin. Okay, now I want to change my user role as a super user. So what we need to do, you need to type sudo, sudo, okay, remember, and super user, sudo su. Then it will ask my password. Okay, and now this is the password you have to type during your installation phase. During installation, you use that password. You have to type it once again. Okay. So you see now suddenly the color is also changed. Earlier I was hacker. Okay. Now I'm see. Now my name is changed to root. Have you observed all?
Yes.
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 So now I am the super user. I can now crash the system. I have all the authority. I can do each and everything, whatever I want. I'll be able to do these things. Okay. Now I have achieved the ultimate power of doing everything. And this thing will be necessary for your subsequent performance, because now I'll be using the hacking tools and other things. So many times to use those tools and commands, you need to work as a super user. So since I have opened a terminal like this, and I have once typed my password once. So in this terminal, if I use this same terminal, I mean this command channel, if I use this, I don't need to do my passwording again. I don't need to give passwords again. Remember this thing. So it is very wise when you will be practicing cybersecurity or hacking or malware analyst or whatever you say. You just type the word first. Okay. Okay. Sudo and su. You always do this. See, next time it is not asking me any passwords. So, because I have done the passwording once. So, it is very necessary and useful tips to do that before you move into the ethical hacking, penetration testing, whatever may be the case. You do this first. So, you don't face any problem because every time they will be asking you password, they will bother you with a lot of these things information. But when you are in the root user, you're the boss. So, it will allow you to do each and everything. So, my dear students, I have finished teaching you Kali Linux. Simple? Amazed? Tell me your experience. I finished. Is it very difficult for you? Am I going too fast? Tell me. Be honest.
No.
Exactly.
No, it's
I know.
fine.
I know. Many of you, there are very many of you are very expert. They know much better than me also. But I'm telling you this thing. I will be only teaching you those things only that are solely necessary for you. There are thousands of other things in Kali Linux. If I can start teaching you, it will take years even. Doesn't matter. Okay, I need not to do all those things. Listen, let me share my feelings, my morality to you. What is my intention? My intention is that you get a very decent, lucrative job in USA. You get it. And it is not very difficult. Knowing some keywords, knowing some things, job specific things, that will make the job. After you get the jobs, by the necessity of yourself, you will be knowing other things. But as an instructor, or should I say, as a mentor, my job is actually to show you the paths, the ways, how you'll read these things, what are the information you'll be getting here and there. So you'll be knowing that and you'll read it in your present times. But for securing a good job, you need very few things. And that thing you need to be focused. Okay, let me narrate a story about an elephant. I believe you all have seen elephants, right? Elephants?
Yes.
So elephants are actually a very large element. Okay. So it's a very large element, right? So consider there is one blind man standing here. And here is another blind man. Have you heard the story of elephant and blind man?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Listen the story of elephant and the blind man?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm
No.
telling you.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a very well renowned Asian story since I'm Asian. Okay. So what happened? One day, a king wants to know what is elephant by the eyes of by the blind person. So these four are blind persons. They are placed in various parts. Someone in the shoulder of the elephant, someone in the tail, someone in the trunk, someone in the legs of elephants. So they're asked, okay, tell me about elephants. So the person who is in the top of the elephant, so he touched the ear of elephant and he said, elephant is just like a big the leaf of banyan tree. Okay, so it's a big leaf, just like a leaf. It's like a cloth. Okay, so the person who is the tail of the elephant, he said, elephant is just like a rope. So the person who is actually holding the teeth and trunk, he said the elephant is a very flexible, it's just like anaconda, python, snake, something. It's a snake type element. And the person who is actually in the leg, beside the leg of the elephant, he said elephant is just like column of buildings. So you see, 4%, 4 different opinion, because they are actually observing the elephants in their own angles. Okay. But had it been that these 4 persons all together could touch all the parts of elephant, if they can touch all the parts of elephant, then it is expected that they could have actually really draw the real picture of elephant. Is it okay? Did you understand the point?
Yes.
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 Be very frank, Mr. Mamun. Did you understand?
Yes. Yes.
So
I got it.
cybersecurity is actually like this. It's our unfortunate that many of our the cybersecurity instructors, they know about tail and the ears, but they don't have any idea about this trunk and these legs. And that's our drawback. That's our biggest drawback. You need to know in my this 15 years plus experience in cybersecurity, what I have actually observed, and I have seen the attending number of interview sessions, meeting with the candidates, with the professionals. So what I have observed, that about 78% students or the instructors, they don't have this overall scenario of cybersecurity. Someone is very good at developing virus, they are malware analyst. Someone is very good at penetration testing, security testing. Someone is very good at testing the websites. Website, I mean this, I believe you understand what is website, right? This website.
Yes. Yes.
So someone is very good at doing this and that. So you need to actually know all the aspect. If you know the entire aspect of cybersecurity, then believe in me, there is no one except Almighty that can stop you getting a very decent and very prestigious job in cybersecurity. And that's the reality. And that is my point. I'll teach you all aspect of cybersecurity. I'll not teach you so much of thing, but I'll teach you each and every, I'll cover everything. I'll be covering you the ethical hacking. I'll cover you penetration testing, website testing, forensic, developing virus. Okay. So I'll be teaching you each and everything, every aspect of cybersecurity. That's why you'll be confident enough to deal the things. Okay. And I'll be giving you a lot of assignments, questions, so that you can prepare yourself paper. And I'll be expecting the same, that you please bear with me. My target is that I'm getting 8 of you, all of you, all of you get a very suitable and a beautiful job in USA. Okay, that is my, if you would have been one, that would be my also preference, that none of the single students of mine will not get unemployed. Okay. Okay. That's my
Thank you.
commitment to you. That's my commitment to you. Trust me. That is my commitment. And I'll teach you all spheres of cybersecurity. I'll be teaching you hacking. I'll be teaching you developing virus. I'll teaching you protecting. I'll be teaching you forensics, everything, SOC, everything. You'll be knowing each and everything, but the necessary part. I'll not bug you with unnecessary. So consider this is the tail of the elephant. Okay, how many far inside that tail of the elephant? Do you need to count? Is it necessary? If I ask you how many far or hair in that elephant, do you need to know? Do you need to count this thing?
No.
How
No.
many far? Okay, how many far? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. It will take years to count the far or the hair of the elephant's tail. So I need not to do all those things. Remember this thing. Okay. I only need to know an elephant is having a tail. It has 4 legs. It has a trunk, it has two teeth, and it has two ears. Okay, and it's a very gigantic element. That's how I'll be describing the cybersecurity. Okay, in the interview session, you will be asked with lot of behavioral questions, lot of issues, but don't get scared. Our prime target is actually to know and to ensure that you can answer all those questions. You can master on some of the tools, not all of the tools. None in this universe or the cybersecurity specialists, they can say, I know each and every tool. It is not possible. Even the interviewer, even the owners, they also know it is not possible to master all these issues and aspects. Okay, it is not possible. So a lot of talking, right? So let's get back to our class again. So just now we have finished learning the Kali Linux part, and afterwards we'll be doing the ethical hacking part. Okay, are you fresh now? Can I go? Hello, can I go?
Yes.
Okay, madam.
Yes.
So before I do that, let me understand one thing. For example, this is a banner. This is a banner, and here I write something. Warning. Maybe you have visited a beautiful place or park. Suddenly, you observe there is a writing warning. Or you say this signature, warning, alert signature. You are observing something. So what is the first thing that actually comes in your mind? Why there is a warning, right? What is the question? If you see a warning sign, a danger sign, so what is the thing that comes in your mind first? Why? Why they say it is dangerous? Why this warning posting, the sign, the dangerous sign posting is actually placed here, right? What do you do? If you see some warning posting, what do we actually do? We see what is there. Why it is said warning? So the answer may be, okay, this is warning because maybe there is an electric pole. You have observed number of electric pole, like number of electric poles here. So that is the reason maybe you are understanding this, since there is a lot of electricity. So it is dangerous because it is hazardous elements are there. So that's why they have written it is dangerous. So this inquisitiveness, this finding the basic information. So I have traveled a beautiful place, and in the beautiful place, I have seen a dangerous sign. Okay, I have seen a dangerous sign. So that it tickled my mind that this is a very beautiful place. Okay, such a beautiful place, and here this posted a dangerous sign. That means there is something fishy here. So this initial information, okay, this initial information system, we call it in the language of IT security, we call it information gathering. Information gathering. Have you observed my demo video before I launch the course? Okay, did not know. Information gathering. So this information gathering is actually the basic information about a system. For example, if I want to secure a site or I want to check what is inside my system, okay, so I need some information about the system. Okay, who is actually using it? For example, I am in the Google. Okay, I need to observe the website of TD Bank. Okay, just I'm giving you examples. So this information gathering, just Just think yourself. Have you seen the movies of Sherlock Holmes and James Bond, all those things, those detective movies? Did you watch? Do you watch that? Anybody have seen the movies James Bond, Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Please watch those, because now you will be doing as the job of this spy game. Okay. You are now a spy. Okay. So this job, actually, for that thing, you need to actually know the information about your counterparts. For example, the TD Bank. As I am a spy of Google, I need to know what is the strategy of TD Bank, how they are becoming the tech giant, or how they are becoming the one of the mastermind in the financial sector. So I need to access their informations. For example, just a fictitious story. So what I will be doing that to get the informations, I will be seeing their job postings. Okay, job postings, because job postings gives lot of information that there is a vacancy, right? From the job posting, what are the information you can get? The vacancy, right? Vacancy, the amount of posts are actually vacant, how many troops, how many employees I need to give, and what are the posts those are vacant, correct? Is it understood?
Yes.
Okay. So job posting. And also in the job posting, you will also get some information like what kind of company this is, because this actually narrates the company itself. Because if you want to promote yourself, you need to sell yourself. Remember this thing. If you want to promote yourself, you need to sell yourself. So job posting is a very good source of information for us. So from this job posting, we can find what is the company, what is the location, the number of important contact persons, their email address. Okay. Have the habit of noting down things. Have the habit of noting down things. In the ethical hacker needs to have good habit of reading and writing. Okay. So write down all the informations of the CEO or the key person holders, key persons, their email address. Okay, person's email address, also their telephone number. Okay, lot of things are actually given in the job posting. Also, you can observe the social media. Okay, this company might have a social media account, and maybe they maintain, their CEO maintain a Twitter account, a lot of things. So people write a lot of things in their Twitters, a post. So in the Facebook post also, if I consider there will be a number of pictures of these employees. Okay, so in these pictures, you'll be observing some of the employees. They are wearing their badges. So do you understand what is the badges, right? I believe you understand the identity card of that employee. So that badges, actually, let me give you an examples. See, these badges. Okay, so can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, madam. See, so there are a number of badges. See, in the Facebook post also, these badges actually are displayed. Best employee. Okay, people give a list. Oh, hey, dear, hey guys, how are you all? Just now, I declared one of the best employees of this organization. And see, these badges actually reveals us lot of information. See, lot of information, like the name of the person, his position in the company. This is very crucial informations. Okay, these are very crucial informations, because doing that, if I can able to get access or hack the account of Madam Samantha Phillips, okay, then I'll be able to use in as a that account. So in the Kali Linux, what he said, okay, this is one of the thing. If you make it inactive for a lot of longer time, it will get log out. So remember this thing. So what I will be saying that who am I? Who am I? So now it is saying root, but when I'll be hacking the account of Madam Samantha Phillips, that is her, Madam Samantha Phillips. So maybe that time this account will be showing Samantha or Phillips, something like that. Did you understand this point? Is it clear
Yes.
to you? Really clear? So the thing is that somebody, and that is the why I or her account, and if I type who am I, I'll be observing the space and the name of that person, and then there will be I'll be knowing what is my privilege. So if I hack the account of CEO, so I'll be able to manipulate the economics, the accounts, operations, and everything. If I can hack the account of an operation manager, I can really change their operation plan. Okay, where are their employees are doing, what is know their very sensitive information I'll be able to access. If I can really hack the account of some sales representative, I'll not gain much, but even though I'll have access to my boss, right? Because for example, consider this is boss, big boss, okay, and this is the little employees. How much big you are, how much big you are, doesn't matter. You have a connectivity with your employees, right? Hello, are you following my classes? Mr. Palit, are you understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So how much big is the corporation? Doesn't matter. Even the smallest, the tiniest person, but he is also in your company. You need to have a connection between them. So if I can really compromise his account, if I can hack his account, I can send mail to him, through him, the big boss. Sir, actually, I'm receiving a very abnormal sales response from the Department of Florida. Okay, from Florida department, I'm receiving abnormal sales response. Okay, so you send a mail to that. You send a mail to Mr. Big Boss. Okay, so will he not read it? Because he will be observing that this gentleman or the girl is actually the employee of this big boss. So will he not open his mail? What do you think? Mr. Hafiz, what do you think? Mamun? Major,
Yes,
Mr. Mamun?
he will open it.
So definitely. So when he will be opening this thing, I'll place my virus that I'll be teaching you after this module, how to make a virus. So when he'll be opening these files, then he'll get infected and I'll compromise the entire company. Remember this thing. I am teaching you all this thing because I am not teaching you hacking. I am teaching you how hackers actually do the hackings. Okay? So you can actually know their process and you can prevent this thing. Prevent this spamming things and each and everything. Okay? So what I try to mean that thereby this information channel, this big boss, this middle boss, this small boss, whatever, I need to know each and every of this, each and every, because In reality, when as an hacker or the cybersecurity analyst, do you know what we actually do? We actually target the small fries or the small employees. Those are very simple. Their salaries are simple. They are not that much tech concerned. They are not that techy. So if their accounts are very easy to grasp, if I can actually compromise their account, it is very easy. I'll send legitimate email address to his boss. But the boss, if I target the boss is actually rich man. He has a more sophisticated system. He might have lot of security measures and lot of things inside his computer or his servers. So it is not easy to target the boss. So hackers, what they try? They try the small ones first. They go with the most lower person. Then through that, compromising the lower person, they target the larger guys. That is the main essence. That's why we need to know the informations. Any confusion so far that I have delivered. Remember this thing, gentlemen. Whatever things I am, my dear students, whatever things actually I am teaching you, each and everything are very well part of your interview also. Because when you'll be interviewed, most of the times people are not actually asked in that details. But if somebody, very inquisitive interviewer, asks you this question, so that actually you know that how to answer these things. Okay. So you understand the importance of information gatherings right now and how I can really get the information from a system. Okay. Hello. Madam Alima, are you following me? Understanding
Yes.
this thing?
Yes.
Any confusions so far? Why I
No.
need information
All
gathering?
good.
So why
Yeah.
I need information gathering and how these things can be done. Now, let's do this thing in the tech world. Okay. In the technical world, how I will be getting information. So as I mentioned before, with the Linux, okay? Those things I have narrated so far, these are actually the open way. There are two types, okay? Let me know other issues. There are two types of information channels, okay? That is open information, open access, or OSINT, open source intelligence, OSINT. It will be vastly asked. Is a must question for every interview. Must question. OSINT, open source intelligence. I just abbreviated it. Open source intelligence. That these are the actually open source. You consider these things, right? The job postings. These are open source, right? Everywhere in the newspapers, in the Facebook, everywhere you'll be seeing in the DICE, Glassdoor, whatever the job posting you observe, you'll be seeing this thing, job posting. These are not hidden, right? The Facebook profile of the company, these are open, correct? So these are open source intelligence, but there are some intelligence, those are not open source, but you need to grasp those, okay? In reality, in real practice, trust me, this thing, open source intelligence gives us so much of information that we don't need to go anywhere else. Reality, in reality. That's why there are many corporate jobs are actually based on this OSINT, the OSINT, that open source intelligence. They actually deal with a lot of open source tools, and I'll be in the deep dive when I'll be going in deeper. I'll be teaching you all those open source intelligence techniques. Thereby, from the web, you can actually, without knowing any coding, using any Kali Linux or any system, you can really get so much of credible information to compromise someone's targets. Okay. So, and another thing is that the concealed information. So I am showing you the concealed information that actually not really available in the. So doing that hacking issues, I am using the IP address of Russian websites. Okay. So since Russian websites are a bit famous for their hyper security, So I'm using that. Okay. I think nobody have any issues on that. These are actually university websites and these are open source also. So the thing I'm doing here in the this information gathering session, these are all legals, RS, the Russians. So ping. So what is ping? I'm typing ping, ETF, this and that. So ping command is actually a system that actually connectivity between two systems. What is that? For example, this is a computer. Its name is A. And this is another computer. Its name B. So A wants to connect with this computer. There is an important term. Remember this thing and write it in your notebook. Three-way handshake. Three-way handshake. What I said? Mr. Farooq, what I said?
Three-way
Three-way
handshake.
handshake.
Three-way handshake. Remember this thing. It will be asked in your interview sessions. So, what is three-way handshake? For example, see, I am calling Mr. Hafiz. Mr. Hafiz, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Okay. So, what happened when we just it is like our day-to-day activities. For example, myself and Mr. Hafiz in the Hallmark or some departmental stores, we have observed each other. Mr. Hafiz is in the B computer. Okay, Mr. Hafiz is in the computer B. So what happened? I called Mr. Hafiz, can you listen to me? And Mr. Hafiz replied. Okay, Mr. Hafiz replied. So
Yes.
this calling, okay, this calling of Mr. Hafiz, we call it in the language of IT, SYNC, sync packet. I'm calling you Mr. Hafiz, and it is saying SYNC, synchronized, okay, is a packet, it's a data, okay, it's a data that's going through this, okay. And in reply, Mr. Hafiz also replied, yes, instructor, I can really listen to you. So you acknowledged my message. And we said, acknowledged. Or in a short, ACK, acknowledge. Okay. So I call you, that is synchronized. And Mr. Hafiz replied me, that is acknowledged. Again, I called Mr. Hafiz and he acknowledged. He replied to me. And I said, okay, Mr. Hafiz, thank you. I understand that you are online and you are listening to my class. So please follow this note. So this return process, it has two parts. Sync process, SYNC, plus acknowledged, ACK, acknowledged process, both. So what happens in the first step? First step, I called Mr. Hafiz. Mr. Hafiz replied. That means he acknowledged, yes, acknowledged that I'm here. So I said, okay, I understand that you are here. Okay, please take my notes for the next class. Okay. So there is actually three types of transmission, three types of communication actually going on between the A and B, Mr. Hafiz and the teacher and Mr. Hafiz. So when these three-way communications are established, then and only the data will be transferred. That means the assignment, the task, the communication will be connected. The communication will be established between A and B. Have you understood this point? Please understand these things because this is very important for your interview and it will be asked. And you need to clarify much better than this. Any doubts? Any doubts about this three-way handshake? Mr. Mustafiz, did you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Akash Palit, any confusion on this?
No.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Farooq, did you understand this thing? Because I'm asking you time and again this thing because this is a very important interview question. These are some of the questions that I have covered so far, that OSI model, then three-way handshake, the TCP. These are very important. Okay, these will be asked in the interview session, and you need to explain what is actually it is. The actual thing is that the since you see that as a teacher, I'm calling each of you. So why I'm actually calling you time and again, because I need to ensure that my students are actually receiving my instructions. So I need to call you to get your response. So at the first go, when I call you, I need to see that whether the student, Mr. B, is here or not. Okay. So how I am ensuring that Mr. B is here? He replies, yes, sir, I'm here. Okay, I am receiving it. Yes, I understood your point. So the first part is called, what is called, Mr. Farooq? The first part, the calling Mr. B, what he called?
Sync.
Sing. Excellent.
Is this sync?
Yes. Madam Alima, tell me, what is the second part? Mr. B called back to Mr. A. What is the point?
Acknowledged.
Excellent, madam. You're so attentive. Thank you so much. Mr. Mustafiz,
Yeah.
tell me, the third part, when I understood that I have called and he got, Mr. B replied. So what is the packet, last packet I'm sending?
It's a sync plus acknowledgement.
Excellent. Thank you so much. You guys are so attentive. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I hope that you will be enjoying this class. Okay. And I'm also, okay. I am also enjoying your company. Trust me, you guys are doing excellent. So you have understood a very important lesson. Sync, act, and synact. So these three are called three-way handshake. So SYNC, sync, act, ACK, and synact. Syn plus act. Altogether, this is 1, 2, and this is 3. Three-way handshake. Okay. So now let's go to the example itself. So when I am typing ping ETF BG, this is actually a Russian university website. ETF is a Russian university. So when I give ping command, actually what is happening? This thing is actually happening. This is the first part of sync. This first part, sync. Okay, let me make a fresh, the sync part. SYNC, sync. This sync part is actually done by ping. So I am the hacker H, and this is the Russian. Okay, for your understanding. So I am calling that Russian website ping. Okay, are you there? Are you there? So what you can see in the example, it is not giving any reply. Okay. So Control C. Control C is actually terminate the session. Remember this thing. Control C. What I said? CTRL plus C. This is the command to actually delete anything. Okay. To terminate a session. Okay. So I press Control C and I terminated this session. Okay. Remember, for Kali Linux, Control C means terminate a session. Okay. So what I've been saying that second please. Hello, are you listening to me? Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I was distorted. So what I was trying to mean that when I called that Russian website ping, that it actually didn't reply. That's why I could not actually do anything here. Okay. So I didn't know that whether the website is active or not. Okay. So now I'm changing a command and I want to see whether Google is okay or not. So I type then google.com, google.com. You see the response. See, it is giving a number of replies and it will keep on continuing. See, it is not happening the previous one. It is giving number of replies. And I'm tapping C to terminate the session. You see what is actually happening. 64 bytes from this is my computer network. Okay. And ICMP situation. There are a lot of things you need not to know at this point. Okay. And in the last, see 16 packets transmitted, 16 received, 0% packet loss, and it time took 1528 milliseconds to perform this text. So what happened? See reply. Okay. In the earlier example, what we have observed, we have knocked a Russian website. Hey, are you there? Ping is actually saying, hey, are you there? Okay. So the Russian website that you see, it replied nothing. It said nothing. Okay. But if I say Google, yes, Google, are you there? You see, it is giving a reply. Have you understood this point?
Yes.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, please tell me.
I have one thing to say. So the first step will be sync, right? So point A to B.
Yes.
And the second step you said it's B to A will be ACK, but
But the
it's
Russian website did not respond.
okay. But normally the three-way handshake is the second part will be sync plus ACK, and the third part is only the ACK from A to B.
Sorry, come again.
So you said the three-way handshake.
Yeah.
So let's say I have a computer at A and the receiving part is B.
Correct.
So the first step will be A to B will be sync. So I'm sending a request to point B.
Correct.
So if the port, if the B is open, then it will give me a response to point A.
Yes.
So you said this will be ACK. But
Correct.
normally a three-way handshake, the second portion will be sync plus ACK, isn't that?
No, this is third portion, sync act. First, I say sync, and the second B person, he said, like I call you, Mr. Mustafiz, are you there? Mr. Mustafiz said, yes, I'm there. Then I say, thank you, Mr. Mustafiz, thanks for your participation. So I again say the thing, and I understood. Okay, you are there, and I'm here. Okay. Is it you are observing something else?
So third one is a sync plus acknowledge.
Yes, the third one is sync plus acknowledge. The first one is sync. Second was like teacher, I'm calling Mr. B, that is Mr. Mustafiz. Hey, Mustafiz, are you there? Mr. Mustafiz B, the second part, he says, yes, sir, I'm there. Acknowledged.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
third
the
part
third point, as a teacher, I'm saying, thank you, Mr. Mustafiz. So I'm sending
sync
a
plus
word
acknowledge.
and I acknowledge that you are there. Thank you so much. And thereby, I understand that Mustafiz is in the network and I'll give him the access to my information and I'll start communicating with Mr. Mustafiz. Understood? That is the point.
You check the
Okay.
visibility.
Yes. I wanted to ensure that Mr. Mustafiz is actually there. So what happened here when I type the the Russian website. For the Russian website, so ping means yes. Russian, are you there? Russian, are you there? You see, he is not replying. He is not replying. Russian, are you there? No. Control C. I terminate the session. Okay. You see, 14 packets transmitted, 0 received. He has not received any call. For example, I am calling Alima. Madam Alima, are you listening? Are you listening? Madam Alima is not responding. So I'll understand that Alima is not listening to me. Madam Alima, are you there? Madam Alima? Madam Alima?
Yes.
See? So I called Madam Alima 3 times and she replied. So in the process of just give you this example that I called Madam Alima 3 times. Madam Alima, please don't take it personally. Just for the learning sake, I called Madam Alima 3 times. 3 times I called Madam Alima. And Madam Alima replied after the 4th call. 4th call, Madam Alima replied. So what replied is actually termed as acknowledged. Okay, replied is equal to acknowledged, ACK. So Madam Alima acknowledged my call after 4th time. So what is my data loss? Is actually 2. 2 of my packets are lost because I called twice, thrice, 3 times I called. The last time I got the answer. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Simple math. So the previous 2 calls were actually useless. The first 2 times when I called Alima, these 2 you did not reply. The 3rd call you replied. So those 2 previous call were lost. Correct? This point understood by all?
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
understood? So like this, the same thing is actually happening. So when I say ping ETF, this Russian website, this is actually a Russian website of the university website. So when I call them, ping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, 7. I'm just counted 7 packets. So I have counted 7. So 7 packet, 7 times I asked Russian, but 0 received. Okay, now let's do it for the Google. So to clear the screen, what I will be doing, Farooq bhai, Mr. Farooq, what I will be
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
Clear,
I understand now over here.
clear. Thank you. So clear. So I'll be asking this command time and again because if you don't practice it, you'll be tend to forget. So now what I'll be writing, Farooq, Mr. Farooq, ping Google, or I just click the upper arrow of your keyboard, ping google.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So see, total 6 packet transmitted and 6 are received. 0% packet loss. Okay. Now understood? Okay. Hello. Mr. Hafiz, did you understand the point?
So Google, when you
Yes.
put the
Yes.
Google
ping to
replied. Google replied, but the Russian website did not reply. That is my point.
No, I understand Google is replied, but is the what time is close to replied? Why is not reply anymore? Why says a 6 time replied after? Is it the automatic or you can?
No. It is automatic. Is replying. Automatic is replying. You see, 6 packet transmitted, 6 received. Okay. So actually this ping command, when I type ping and the website address, it actually, when I type a command, ping, okay, ping. In other words, sync, SY, sorry, SY and C, sync, ping or sync, whatever I say. When I type ping, so it starts giving packets of information to that target. Series of information to the target, Mr. B. Okay. So all those information packet by packet, just like your packet, FedEx. So it is delivering this information packets to this number B. So when he receives this packet, for example, I am sending FedEx to deliver this all package to Mr. B. So when Mr. B is receiving the package, the FedEx will let me know that all these packets, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 4 packets are received by Mr. B. Okay, all these 4 packets are received by Mr. B. If in case one of the packet is not received, then he will mention that point. Okay, this out of 4 packets, like this is out of 4 packets, he only received 2 packets. Okay, so the loss is 2 and successful 2. Understood?
Yeah, I got it.
Any confusion so far? Any confusion?
No.
Okay, so we have actually done the pinging part. So the pinging part actually, the first portion of sync, that I am saying that means okay, yes, Russian, where are you, where are you, where are you? So the Russian did not reply, but the Google replied. Okay, so when the Google replied, okay, when the Google replied, what we said? Do you have any questions? Okay. So in the earlier time, the Russian did not reply, but the Google replied. So Google is there. So in the sync package, SYNC sync package, Google is replying acknowledge. Okay. Because it returned back my informations. Correct? Is it correct? Google returned my information. So now I can see, okay, now I see Google is there. So now Google, please do this search engine for me, do this search for me, do that for me. So I can now really communicate with Google. Okay. For example, now I can give a search result. Okay. Okay. Tell me, okay, the 3-way handshake. Okay. Google, show me what is the 3-way handshake. Okay. So I'm typing it and Google will now show me what is 3-way handshake, this and that. Okay. Now Google will provide me the service because I have established communication with the Googles. This is the actually inner process. This is how actually happens. When I search for any website, I type ping and it actually send packets, number of packets like this, your DHL or FedEx, all those delivery service, this actually deliver number of packets to the target. When they get the reply from the target, then they establish connection. They understand that, okay, now he is actually receiving my instruction and I will be able to listen to him. Okay. This is a 3-way handshake is being communicated. Now, you see, if I see these things, this ping command, here you observe there is a IP address that I taught in the first class. This special number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 octet, 4 set of numbers, digits. Okay, these are actually the IP address. This is the thing I'll be needing. Okay, I'll need this information of the, so these are actually the server address. Okay, this is the server address of Google. But Google have actually numerous amount of servers. This is on not only for Google, they have servers in USA, they have servers all around the countries, because having multiple server in various places gives you more accessibility, more speeds. Okay. For example, if I would have been setting up a server in the Asian countries, what will happen? That the Google the server speed will be much lesser. But you'll see when I type Google in anywhere in the universe, you'll get it is much faster. So by this ping command, my actual aim and intention is actually to get the IP address of this target. Okay, so this ping command actually give me the IP address of the target, but I could not get the IP address of this system because this Russian website is well secured and it is not allowing me to paint it through this channel. Okay, you see. Okay, let me clarify this skin once. CLER. It is not allowing me to give me the IP address. Okay, so there is another tool we can use for that. That is NSLOOKUP. NSLOOK look up. This is a tool. These tools are actually based on Kali. Okay, this is actually is a Kali based tool, and here we just type the same thing, ETF dot EG dot AC. This is the website address. Okay, it's a Russian website address, and click enter. You see, now it gives us the server address. This is basically not his server address. This is IP address. You see, have you observed this thing? This is another tool. This is actually another tool to get the address of the server. So if I want to hack or if I want to challenge the server, I need to access this website. This server address, this is actually mine. This is not his. Okay. This non-authoritative answer is actually, this is the actually address, the last one. This point understood. Mr. Palit, could you understand this thing? Any confusion on this?
NS
Why did you
lookup.
use the NS lookup?
Yeah. NS lookup I used to find the IP address of the target. IP address.
Is there a specific tools or something for find the IP address?
Yes, this is another tool. So I use the ping technique. Earlier I used the ping technique. This is the ping technique. Now I am using the NS lookup. So I am teaching you this tool because in the interview session, you may be asked about this. These are very basic tools. So for example, I asked Mr. Palit that, okay, what are the information gathering tool you use in your cybersecurity practice? So you need to tell some of the tools. Sir, actually I use NS lookup. I use the ping technique. So these are the tools I'm mentioning. So how to use it? So you'll say, just type. Actually, in reality, in interview session, they never ask you the commands. Okay, type NS lookup space and the name of the IP address, name of the this and that. Never ever. They never say this thing. Okay, remember this. They never say this, but they want to know that you know these tools. You know how to do things. Okay, you know how to do things. That is the issue. That is the only thing they want to know, that you know the things. Okay. Again, this is actually used by Kali Linux and it's absolutely free of cost. Again, you can also do it in the websites also. There is called ipinfo.com. So I'm the Kali Linux, there is a browser panel. So Firefox, I'm opening that. So I'm typing ipinfo. HTTPS IP info. So this is an open source web page. It is the same thing. You can actually use it to actually get the information about any IP address or to gain the information about a site. Okay. So let's see. Okay. 5.4.4. So here you check the same location, ETF dot AC dot RS. So you check the websites and it will find. See? So it is giving me the location, geolocation of the latitude and longitude, where it is, where this server is being located, where it is Belgrade. Okay, it's in Russia, Serbia. Okay, time zone, change on. There are number of informations. So through this, actually, there are number of thousands of, you see, there are thousands of other these portals. Okay, you can actually use them and to get the similar type of informations. You just give them the IP address and it will give you the location of your server or address like this. But most of these are actually not complete and it will ask you some payment. Okay, they'll ask, but there is the beauty of the Kali Linux. Within this tool, these tools are free. Okay, and these are actually very reliable tools. Okay, these are actually very reliable tools. Actually, you don't need to deal with all these things. See, you can really get the informations. Now, so we have discussed the NS lookup ping probe. And also we can do this with another technique. So I'm here. So we are typing who is WHOIS, who is tool. This is another tool. Okay. Again, I'm telling the same thing. Just I'm giving the same result with number of tools so that you understand and differentiate the use of various tools and how they are using. sc.rs and see what WHOIS tools gives. See, this WHOIS tools actually give us few more extra information. So see the it has also database for, see, the long information, domain name, ACRS, archive. This is the actual full internet address of that Russian website. This is the registration date. You see, 10/3/2008. It was registered. When it was modified in 2019, it was modified. Okay, the expiration date. So who is the registrant? Clemens, anyone speaks Russian here? The Zoza Klemenosa, maybe something. Is a Russian guy. It is his tax ID. Okay, it's his postal code. So I got a target. Okay. And also the administrative contract. So Mr. Rukunsi Santa Uza, I'm not sure. I don't speak Serbian or Russians. So please bear with that. Okay. So actually I'm getting the name of peoples. Okay. And see a lot of information, the DNS, there are a lot of information. I have also the address of some other portal of the service. So you see, using a different tools gives you the access with number of other issues. Okay, each tools gives you a very different type results. So using only ping gives me the IP address. Then NS lookup gives me the IP address and the server address, giving the who is. Okay, it is also giving me another types of informations, very good amount of information. And there is also more, and there is actually more than 100, but you need not to know each and everything. Trust me, you need to know 4 or 5. That is good enough. But in reality, when you eat food, what you do? Do you use your spoon, your hands, and tell your mama to give you food? Is it like that? Hello?
No.
So, what do we use? We actually use one approach. Maybe we can use our hands. Maybe we can actually use our spoons, or maybe I can tell my mama, I'm actually busy. Please feed me. So like this, you actually follow one approach. Okay, you follow simply one approach. So I'm actually telling you number of approach. It is your choice which one you will be using. Okay, this point understood? Mr. Farooq, are you
Yes.
getting me? Thank you so much. So another tool I'm teaching you is what wave. What wave? The same thing. I'm just checking my targets with number of tools. So I'm using what wave, and see, let's see, give another web address. Okay, there's another Russian websites. Why I'm choosing Russian website? Because Russian websites are actually well protected. They are very well customized. So that's why learning the best is the good way of doing things. So what I'll be doing, what web, and typing the name of the websites and click enter. It will take some time and it will find out the information for me. See, it gives a very big amount of informations, but these informations are actually a bit cluttered. You see, not very, you see, other ones, this is a very good way formatted. I want it to be a formatted one. So what can be done? So I type the same command and add. Okay, let me clear this skin first so that see, observe these things better. Please, if you have any, are you understanding this thing, what I'm actually doing? Dear students, are you understanding what I'm actually doing?
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
if you have any queries, please then and then stop me and tell me, instructor, I'm not getting it. Okay. So the same command, what web, the Russian website, what I'm adding, dash V. V stands for verbose. Okay. V stands for verbose mode. So what I will be doing, this, the previous information, it will be more formatted, more specified. You see, now it is not like that. The previous one, see, it is now giving me a very, the first one, you see, is just like that. Okay, you need to go through all these things. What is there? Okay, no, this is okay. I need to scroll through all this. Okay, it's HTML, whatever. It's very difficult to understand what is it is saying here. But you see, all your SEO pack, okay, what is there? WordPress, it is using a WordPress website, fine. It is using Apache HTTP web server. So there are a lot of things, fine. You need not to know what is the Apache website, what is the one, this and that. This is the beauty of cybersecurity. We are not actually looking for this. What I will be looking for, you see, that I told Apache version 2.4.6. Okay. I told you earlier in the today's the first session, the actually hacker is actually seeing what is the web server and the version number. Because if I know this thing, I can actually give a search in the internet. So what are the vulnerabilities for this Apache version 2.4.6? So it will give me the virus, the malware, trojans, everything that is necessary to hack this Apache web server. And I can actually go inside it. So you see, there's a bootstrap is there. What is that? There will be a lot of things you'll not be knowing. You don't need anything. You just know the version numbers. I'm getting the version numbers. That is important. And the system. Okay. Email. So you get the email address. You see, this is the email address of some of these students. Falukit, ARH. So this is the email address of that student. So if I can hack account of this student counselor, maybe I can get access to the website of this Russian websites in the Google Analytics. So see, lot of informations. Meta generator, OpenSSL, PHP, which PHP script is using, version number. Okay. So a lot of things. See, lot of things. But in earlier times, we did not used to get all those informations. Correct? So is there anybody who can sum up what are the tools so far we have taught you? Mr. Palit, do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
PWD, LS,
No, no. The information gathering tools. The information
Okay.
gathering tools.
You use ping, NS lookup, what, who is,
Okay.
what web.
One second. Let me write down it for you so that actually. So, Mr. Palit, you said what are the information gathering tools you used?
One
Information
is ping.
Ping. So, is ping.
Yeah, PIN, ping.
Okay. Next.
And the next you use NS lookup.
NS lookup. Okay. Madam Alima, tell what are the tools I've used? NS lookup, ping, and
Who
what I
is
used?
what web?
Who is okay? Mr. Farooq, who is
And what web?
what web? What web? So I taught you 1, 2, 3, 4. Trust me, there are more 500s, more 500, and it's still going on. And I'll not teach you those. And you know, you also don't need this thing also. Okay, that's the beauty. I'll be teaching you that much that is necessary for you. Do you actually need to know 500 things? But if you use these tools, you can get your required amount of information, what is actually necessary for you, that you will be able to grasp. Okay. Okay. Any confusions? So there, I'm telling you, there are also a number of tools like harvesters, Sherlock's. You'll be listening all those issues. Okay. So those informations are actually not necessary for you. Okay. Those information are absolutely not necessary for you. If the interviewer asked, what are the tools you use to gain the information system? You said, sir, actually, I follow what web? I follow NS lookup and who is time to time basis to gain my necessary informations. Okay. So what are the information actually gives? Sir, actually WhatsApp gives the, so you have, since you have used these tools, so you know what are the information I can get. I can get the information of the server, its version numbers, the web addresses. So a lot of things are being projected in WhatWeb. So why are you using WhatWeb? Why not some commercial tools? Because sir, I mean using WhatWeb and not commercial, because actually this is free to use and is more reliable because this is in my system. It is not being manipulated, modested. So I have complete faith on it. But if I use a third-party system, that IP info that I have also used, IP info, right? The IP info tool, the checking of the IP checker. So it has a lot of limitations because it doesn't give me all the information. To give all the full details and information, I need to actually give the I need to spend some monies, and there are a lot of issues. But Kali is much faster, more reliable. So in this way, you answer two of the question of the interviewer. First, you let him know that you know what is cybersecurity is, you know the tools, and you know there are other resources available, and you know your job. Okay, one question, one answer can actually assist you in number of ways. Okay, so let me come to the more specific part of information gathering. Because what I'm saying that the information gathering, I said the first part. So I know now in this part, I know who is my boss, and I know the employees. Okay, let me do it in the fresh place. So in the consider the Russian website, Russian Big Boss. Okay, so I know some of the students who are studying in this. These are students, student advisor account. So these two people are actually working in this in a Russian university. They're connected. Now I have identified the email address of these two students. You see, email addresses. I have identified some. See, the website version, account numbers also is given. It's very useful. Whatever is a very useful website. You see, faculty, maybe in the faculty, student, SKS. So I got the email address. Okay, this is the email address of some students. So I need to know more. I need to get the email address of the dean, the chairperson, or other persons, those who all are attached. Okay, those who all are attached with the university issues. So I need to know more addresses. Okay, no more email addresses. So to get the email addresses, we use a tool called Harvester. Okay, so let me clear this skill first. So, Madam Alima, what is the code for clearing skill? CL here, clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, remember this thing. And what is the command for see what is there inside my directory?
LS?
Excellent, madam. You're so attentive. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thanks you all. Okay. So what I'm typing, the harvester, and to know any tool, like I said earlier, what web, there are also number of functions. Each tools comes with number of functions. What happened? So I'll type what web dash HELP, help, and it will open the help menu. Okay. So there are a number of things you can do with what web. What are the things? This CC, we use the verbose mode. Okay. So you can change the color, you can make it white. So it has given a number of examples, how to use this, how to do this, then that. You see, it has given a system like how to check it. You type what web, and also you can check the scanning level, aggressive, stealthy, aggressive, heavy, all this. This part I'll teach you in the later portions. Right now, what we are actually doing, the first portion of ethical hacking, that is information gathering, and it is always stealthy. Remember, it is always stealthy. You cannot actually go for heavy scanning. These are all legal scanner. Don't think, you may be thinking that, okay, my teacher is actually teaching me very bad things. No, what I am actually doing is are very simple things. These are very simple, but very advanced way of getting information, because all this information, so far I have managed. Okay, so far I have managed all those information. These are actually open in the websites, but these tools are actually giving me in nutshell. Like in the newspaper, you read a lot of issues in the newspaper. Okay, Donald Trump has questioned this and that to this and that. So suddenly you marked a portion, use these and these. Okay, some intruder attacked Donald Trump. So some intruder attack Biden. He is the relatives of Biden, something like that. Some information actually you are looking for. Who is the actually attacker? So that information, that credible information, these tools knows you. Okay, these tools actually knows you. It knows actually as an hacker or the security analyst, what are the information you are looking for. So it is actually giving you those informations. So yeah, if you want to explore more of this what web tools, you can go and explore it. There is always a way, and that is that you just type the name of the tool and dash help, and it will open the help menu. So through that, you can actually check what is inside the tools and how I can utilize the tools. Now I'm using the harvester, the THE all small and harvester H capital, HARVESTER, harvester dash help. So harvester is a tool. It actually gives number of information about the email addresses. Okay, it is actually used for getting the email informations. Okay, so for example, this is the help in. Okay, I'm just getting the skill. So I'm typing the harvester. So dash D, the domain name. What is the domain name? And MAS. It is also another Russian website. Don't think that I'm angry upon the Russians, because I'm using it because they used one of the most secured servers. Okay, so if you can actually glance through, if you can actually spying to the Russian website, you can actually claim yourself you're one of the top hacker or the top ethical hacker. Okay, system analyst or whatever you say. Okay, is there anybody Russian here? Hello, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Am I hurting your feelings? Okay.
No.
So, so the harvester, so what I said, the harvester and the web address, okay? And dash B is Google. So look for all the Google. If any of the user of this website, this is a website address. If any of the user of this website have the email address from Google, find that. That is the cracks of this command. So I'm typing enter and it will find. Okay. Invalid source, maybe it doesn't. Okay, maybe let's see. Okay. A second, please. Maybe they don't have any, that's why they're saying. Okay, we have also another, it is not finding an invalid source. Okay, so why it is actually happening that I'm observing that. RTF, let's see. RTF bgsc.rs, let's see this one. Yes, and the harvester. Okay, mine one is not working, maybe. Okay, there is another tools that we can use to gain the information of the websites. Okay, that is called Hunter. Okay, HTTPS. Hold on. Hunter.io. This is also a website. Actually, if you just create an account, you need to create an account. So after creating an account, get started for free. You type the addresses, sign up with the Google, let's see. Am I getting worried? Are you getting worried, man? Dear students, are you getting worried?
No.
No.
Okay. So like this, you get inside these websites, and this is your assignment. using this hunter tool, how to check the IP address of some websites. Okay, you check anything. Okay, you check anything and you'll find it very interesting. Okay, and I'll in your Google Drive classroom, this entire PowerPoint is also given step by step. So you target anything. Remember, it is not illegal. So far, what I am doing here, it is not illegal. Okay, you can actually check. This all informations you can see. These all are inside of your of the websites. Okay, the what is actually these tools are actually doing is actually they're finding these things for you. Okay, these things actually looking inside the what is like there, what is not. See this thing. All this information, if you just search in the websites, you will get all these things. But actually, it is actually shortlisting the required information for you. Okay, it is shortlisting the necessary information. I don't need a lot of things. Maybe this is a university website. It should also project you the number of courses that you will offer. What is the course fee? What is the scholarship fee? Those are a lot of things. But is it actually showing those information? No, it is not showing all those information. It is only showing the information of the students only. The email address, the version number of the systems, all these things. Those are the things that a security analyst needs to know. Okay, and there are thousands of others websites, tools like this. You can also these are all inbuilt. What I have just taught you, these are inbuilt. There are some tools, those are you need to install. Okay, those part I'll be covering the next class. So till now, I end my class today, and thanks for your kind participation. Okay, you are very informative and you are very cooperative. I thank you from my bottom of my heart, and I'm optimistic that all of you will secure a very good job in USA. Okay, I'm so much optimistic. Okay, because you are so attentive, and I believe we'll be going much higher. Okay, so any question from the class? Okay, anything that you need to clarify, tell me.
So this
Anything.
Hunter website, this is our homework.
Yes, it's your assignment, homework. Okay, use the Hunter. Choose any website. Okay, choose any website, give search, and get the information and post it. Okay, make a word copy, and I will turn on a class assignment terms for you, and you just paste your search results. Okay, you paste your search result, that what are the information so far from my lectures you could apprehend. So what I said, okay, let me recapitulate all those issues. So what I am doing from this information gathering session, okay, this information gathering session. So actually I am interested knowing the emails. I want to know the IP address. Okay, some personal social media account address, because those address can be challenged. Like for example, Mr. Mustafiz is using a Facebook account, Mustafiz. So I sent him a fake request to some other lucrative persons. So he accepted my profile, and I got some credible information from him. Okay. So if I know the emails, I can send phishing emails or some virus coated emails, I should say, to him. Okay. So if I know the IP address, you see there are a lot of search, all these search, all these search are actually based on these IP addresses. Okay, these I talked to. Oh my God, it's gone. So it's sorry, I'm sorry, it's gone. So a lot of these informations are being actually displayed based on these IP addresses, right? The ping google.com, ping this and that. So I need to have these IP addresses, email addresses, personal media, all those sensitive information. Also, I'm looking for the version number, version, the 2.3.1, all these, the system, that is, it is using Mac, it is using Apache server. What is the server version? Okay, what is the server version is actually using? What is the operating system? It is Mac, Windows, or whatever things, like this. So these are the some credible information. You just paste it basing on your search. This is absolutely legal, no worries. The illegal part I will be covering in a later stage, and definitely with cautions, and we will be using dummy targets, not the actual targets like this. Now we have used Google's. Okay, so if you try to actually inject hacking machine to a Google, will you actually survive in USA? Do you think? What do you think? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, no.
So so definitely these things are legal, that's why we are actually using these tools directly on actual websites. But the illegal part, those are actually not, that should not be tested, that should not be challenged. Those parts will have a separate software that is called Metasploitable. There are a number of vulnerable machines. Okay, it is available in the market. I'll teach you. I'll upload a video tonight how to do that. Also, I'll be doing that live in the classes. So how to load that vulnerable machine and use it. And we'll be use that vulnerable machine, the vulnerable target, dummy target, to test our hacking methodology, penetration testing, system analysis, whatever may be the things you say. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Madam Alima, are you confident you can deliver the your job?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Don't get scared, okay? All these things are well articulated. You see my PowerPoints, each and everything, slide by slide, I have gone through. I have gone through more lessons in my presentation also. They're covering more number of lessons, but I covered a very significant ones. Okay, those are very necessary. Don't get bothered because these are extensive. Okay, but if you cross this 1 month, you will be a master hacker. I'll make you hacker because I can actually make viruses. Okay, I teach how to make viruses. So for some obvious reason in the first class, I did not show it because that would have exposed my IP address, because then I will be vulnerable to others. So that is the reason. But I'll teach you how to develop a virus in a seconds, and also in a professional way with the C language. Okay, if you are interested at all. But if you say, sir, I am not interested to learn how to make viruses, okay, that's fine. I can skip that part. But I have tools that can make automatic virus for you. Though those are not that much of efficient one, but that will still make some viruses. Okay. So I leave it on you. Thank you so much. Thanks for your participation. Let's end the meeting. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Any question?
I have a question on assignment.
Yes. Please, Mr. Mustafiz, please.
The first assignment, right?
Yes.
So,
the first assignment is you use the Hunter. I have just mentioned the website, Hunter website, and use that website to check your I just didn't use my user ID password to log in, but you use your user ID password, just get inside the website and use any website, Google, Facebook, or any website, anything. You just search there and it will give you your results. Okay, what is the result? So basing on that information, what you will be doing, you will be providing the information like the IP address of that website, the emails of the some important persons, the Facebook accounts of the any target, if you can get. Okay, so any credible information, that could be many. I'm not telling you this thing at this time. Okay, just fill it up, find it out, whatever the things you get from the Hunter IO, and let me know in the next class. Okay.
Okay, but I'm talking about the class 1 submitting challenge you posted on Google Classroom, which is due tomorrow.
Okay. You failed. Did you submitted it?
No, I have a question about that. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Tell.
I didn't understand the part. So there were 2 questions.
Okay.
So the number 1 question, there's an IP,
Okay.
and under that it's saying find how many networks and host addresses are there.
Okay.
And then there is a number 2 question, which is like it's saying class A equal / question mark. So do you asking me to provide the class A net IP address range? Let's say class A starts from 8 to 15.
Yes, exactly. You solved the question.
And the find how many networks and host addresses are there. This
in that subject,
number
right?
1.
Yes, in that subject. Okay.
Okay, because the way it's paragraphed, the way it's aligned, I couldn't understand. Which is what.
Okay. That's
Thank
the
you so
thing. Okay. So I'll also solve the issues to you. Don't worry. And also, I believe in the PowerPoint, if you have seen the submitting challenge, there are a lot of slides there. You can actually really solve those things. I'll be solving those issues also. Okay. Dear
Okay.
students, one more thing. Okay. Okay. Beforehand, do you have any more questions? Let me finish the question first. Do you have any more questions? Okay. So I understand there is no question. Okay. But one and yes. Any questions? Yes.
Okay, who we are not able to install the Kali, how do should
Okay,
we?
I will help you. I will help you to install those things. Okay. You need to first install the parsec. Okay. Did you get the link from Google? You are in the Google Classroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
in the Okay. So in the classroom, in the Google Classroom, you'll see there is a link, that is useful link. You'll see there. I have posted some tutorials like how to download parsec, install it, do that, and also there I have also posted how to download and install VirtualBox. The first video, second video I've shown after downloading the VirtualBox, how to install the Kali Linux in that machine. Okay, that part I have also shown. But I will also showing this thing in the live. If I see the many of the students are not actually able to do it, so I'll actually this is a very large file and it takes big amount of time. That's why I wanted to make things easier for you. Okay. No
okay,
problem.
so I'll try it today. So if I fail, so I'll get
Yes. Please call me back.
tomorrow.
Please call me back. If you fail, you try to install the Kali Linux, following that links, the instructions. It is very well articulated, and also in the internet. Also, this is a
I
very
couldn't
common
find
tool.
the useful link.
Yes.
That's
The useful
I
link.
didn't find.
Okay.
In
Follow
Google
that
Classroom.
link. Follow that link.
I didn't find that.
Even though brother,
I didn't find that tab useful link.
Huh? You didn't find?
No, I didn't find the tab useful link. That's the main thing.
Okay.
I can see the classroom, but I couldn't find the link. Where exactly is located in the link? That link, useful link.
1 second, please. 1 second. I'm just bringing it out. I'm opening my Google Classroom Drive. 1 second, please. In the classroom, right? So, assignment, useful link, yes, here. Install VirtualBox. You click here. You see, this is a video. So, after that, installing the VirtualBox, you install the Kali Linux. Okay. See, there's a PowerPoint.
Okay, it's actually not showing in my portion. None of them.
It is not showing to you?
No.
I think you need to join the class with the class code.
Oh, maybe you have not joined the classroom, Google Classroom, maybe. Please try. I'll tell the Yale authority to assist
Okay.
you so that you
Okay.
can join. Maybe they have sent you a Google Classroom link. So there you'll be observing this, and afterwards you'll be downloading the part sequence. Also, it's a video tutorial. It is posted in the classroom. Okay.
Okay. Classroom link. Okay.
Please try this. Okay. At least try this. It will actually ease your job, and there are a lot of things you need to do it by yourself. You'll be able to. So at least try. If you
I can do
fail,
it, but I couldn't find the link. That's the problem. I was like,
no problem, brother. No problem. Please don't apologize to me. I am your teacher. There will be a lot of issues. Maybe I forget sometimes. I may not be able to deliver properly. I have some limitation. I'm a human being. Doesn't matter. If you have any issues on me, please let me know. That is the issue.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So let me conclude the class. Any more questions?
No, thank you so much.
Okay. Let me terminate it. Okay. Thank you. Bye.